Hey, welcome to this weekly energy card, angel card reading for you for this week. How was last week? Oh, my days. I don't know about you, but working with the new moon energies last week was tough. And most of the week I spent feeling really uncomfortable. There was stuff coming up about anger and about rage and fear. And towards the end of the week, I sat and I asked, why am I having to feel all these feelings that I don't really want to feel? And what I was given was about learning to be comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. So if you've had a bit of a tough week, if you've had some feelings coming up, that you don't necessarily maybe want to feel, that you would normally try and sort of suppress or repress, then it was an opportunity, or it still can be, to just learn to sit with those feelings. And it annoys the pants off me when people tell me that, oh, just sit with it. But that's where we get sort of like the biggest growth from, excuse me, and the biggest sort of aha moments, if you like. So if you had a tough week, then I do empathize with you. Let me know in the comments below how the week has been for you, how it's treated you. This week hopefully looks a bit more positive according to the cards. It's funny because one of the cards that I pulled out is the same one as last week. So I'll go into these in a minute. I am off to do some one-to-one tarot readings this afternoon, as it's York Residents Festival. So I'm going to be at the fabulous vegan cafe in York, which is called True Story. So if you're ever in York and you want to find a nice vegan cafe, then do pop along. And the people who run it are lovely as well. If you do like this video, please do give it a like and subscribe. Maybe share with your friends. That would be fabulous. So I already set my target that I wanted to hit 100 subscribers by the end of December, which I managed. So my next target is 200, which would be awesome. So anyway, stop talking, Lindsay. Let's get into the cards for this week. So the first card that I pulled out was prayer. And this one came out last week as well. And this is Archangel Sandalphon. And I remember doing, actually, it's just come to me, I did a workshop a few years ago called Metatronic Healing. And there was a meditation we did which involved Sandalphon. And I remember feeling really dizzy and sort of like, I felt like I was spinning out of control. And from what I remember, Archangel Sandalphon is to do with those sort of energies that we do try and suppress. So like with the anger and the fear. So it's interesting that this card's come up again this week. And again, it's that sitting in stillness, look, with your hands together in prayer. So if you're still having stuff coming up for you and you're like, I don't want to be feeling like this, I want to be happy, I want to be joyful, I want to be content, just maybe sort of, if you start to notice those feelings coming up, just if you can, take the opportunity to just sit and ask why are these feelings coming up now? Are they coming up to be healed? Are they coming up to be released? Are they coming up to be transmuted? I love that word. Etc. So why are these feelings coming up for you now? And my general feeling is that there are a lot of us going through this in order to heal our past hurts in this lifetime and previous lifetimes. So then we're not affecting our children and they're not moving forward with our sort of karma and stuff, basically. So the second card I got was Angel of Abundance. So a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. And again, I just get, like, I can't believe we're nearly in February already. It's just crazy. But I feel like we've had a very slow and steady start to the year. And I feel as if, again, there's stuff that's been shifted, stuff that's had to come out, stuff that's been moved along in order for this abundance to manifest. So again, it's funny because in this card, the angel's got her hands together again in prayer, but it's obviously a different sort of energy to this card. So this card is very much stillness, contemplation, and the colors are very sort of calm and chilling. Whereas this card brings more sort of red and vibrant and orange and yellow energies through, which is around sort of it's about sort of like that energy that we have, you know, that passion, and what is it that we want to create. And feeling abundant isn't always about, you know, receiving lots of money. It's about being abundant in other ways. So, you know, for example, having, I don't know, having a lovely house that you can like be warm in, you know, that's a sign of abundance. Having, I don't know, maybe a friend wants to take you out for dinner, that's abundance. So start being grateful for the things that you're already receiving, and you'll start to receive more. That's what I feel with that card. And then this one, I like this one. So vision. So what is it? So going back to maybe your New Year's resolutions, if you made them, or your new intentions, what's your bigger vision? What is it that you're meant to be here for? What are you meant to create in this lifetime? And ask for guidance, you know, ask for upstairs, right? Where am I meant to be? Who am I meant to speak to? Yeah. In order to create what it is that you want in your life. And again, she's got her hands crossed again, as if she's sort of like, you know, to me, it's, I suppose as well, this prayer position and putting your hands at your heart, it's about coming from a place of love as opposed to coming from your mind. So your mind might be thinking, right, well, this is what I want, this is what I want to create, but how does your heart feel? And I feel like by having your hands at your heart, it's like, and praying, if you like, or asking upstairs in the universe or source or whatever you want to call it, just asking and saying, right, what am I meant to be here for? What am I creating? And coming from a place of love and intention, you know, whether it's for, I don't know, whether you're here to serve others in whatever way or capacity it is, whether you're here to create something for others. When it comes from a place of love, when it comes from our heart, it's just amplified. There's more possibilities that can come from coming from here instead of coming from here. Okay, so I feel like that's what this card has to do with. And as well, I remember when I went to see Abraham Hicks in America, one thing that stuck with me, which I've been doing this week, is she said that, how did she make it up again? She said we should spend 99% of our time daydreaming and 1% doing. And I think that just makes absolute sense. It's like when we can just not think more, but when we have ideas and when we can sort of, you know, just allow ourselves to daydream, what are the possibilities in my life, then you might receive one email that you respond to, which starts a snowball going. So definitely vision and daydreaming. This one, I like this one. It says, so this is one of the intention cards, affirmation cards. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And it's got this little owl on, which is fast asleep. And I think for this card as well, I mean, you see like all the blackness around the card. It's like, this is all the messy external stuff, you know, that's trying to get at you. It might be like your thoughts coming in. It might be situations. It might be people, experiences. Whereas like, if you can learn to just sort of be and sit in that stillness, then that's where you'll gain the wisdom from. But it's about sort of creating this sanctuary, creating this space just for you and for yourself to gain wisdom, basically. Okay. And I think the other thing from this card, the other message I'm getting, is about spending time outside as well in nature. Because when you're spending time outside, whether you're going for a walk or whatever, just being near trees or nature, that can also take you closer to consciousness, because it like cleanses you of all the crud going on around you, and it just helps you just get back to yourself. And sometimes when we're walking, if you don't listen, right, it annoys the freak out of me when people are walking along with these massive headphones on, or the headphones in, completely plugged in to their devices. Yeah, if you remove the headphones and just actually walk with a sense of purpose, with mindfulness, listening to what's going on around you, yeah, and thinking, that I can hear a bird there, or I can hear this and I can hear that. It makes you become more mindful, as well, and it helps to lift this consciousness as well. So take your headphones off, stop walking with them in your ears, yeah, and listen to what's going on around you. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, start by thinking, oh, you know how they used to say that if you, like, in terms of walking, or if you get off the bus stop, one bus stop earlier, you'll do your extra steps without realizing it. Maybe do that with your headphones, like 5 minutes before you're going to get home. Think, oh, I'll take off my headphones now and I'll plug into the sounds that's going on around me and of nature, rather than listening to the person in my ears. Because it's only then that you'll gain the wisdom. Sorry, rant over. It's my anger coming out this week. And this one made me laugh. So this card for this week: relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. Okay. Honestly, this card just made me laugh because there have been so many things this week that have gone on for me, which are definitely about my optimal growth and healing. But sometimes when you're having conversations with others or people, sometimes you react or you respond in a way that isn't like you, or maybe that you don't want to. But by remembering, that every relationship that we have, yeah, is for our own growth and healing, can help us sort of accept, maybe, put things in perspective, I want to say. So, yeah. I'm not sure how much I can say about that without going on another rant. So, yeah. It's just worth remembering that some of the most difficult relationships we have for growth and healing. And I'm not saying, there are relationships where obviously meant to be, you can't, like, you need to get out of, do you know what I mean, like domestic abuse, etc. But then there's family relationships as well, sometimes with our parents, sometimes with our children. Everyone is here to teach us something, and sometimes the most difficult relationships we have teach us the most about ourselves and heal ourselves as well. Okay, so I will leave you with those for the week. If you would like a one-to-one reading, then do get in touch. My details are below. All the details of the cards that I use are below in the comments. And like I said, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and maybe share it with your friends. Now, I hope this week is a lot more calmer for everyone. But if not, remember, come from a place of love, come from your heart, and create what you're meant to create. Okay, have a fabulous week, guys. Bye.